Well, two men trusted with enforcing laws in New Mexico are now linked to a scheme to break them. There are serious allegations of gun trafficking involving former Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez and his former undersheriff Rudy Mora. Federal investigators say they're connected to a scheme to illegally buy and sell more than 1,000 fully automatic rifles. They're both named in a federal indictment, and while they are not facing charges, at least 6 other people are at this point. Let's get to Tommy Lopez, who went through these documents today. So Tommy, what all are we learning here?
Federal prosecutors describe this as a conspiracy spanning at least 4 states and involving more than 1,000 guns they classify as machine guns. According to court documents, these 2 New Mexico men played critical roles. Manny Gonzalez, he was the Bernalillo County Sheriff during the time prosecutors outlined. He also ran for Albuquerque mayor shortly after. And Rudy Mora, Gonzalez's former undersheriff, who was the Laguna Pueblo police chief. Court documents show these 2 men asked for more than 1,000 fully automatic guns, submitting requests and lying to the feds about the reason why they wanted them. They were using a process where law enforcement can ask for guns for demonstrations within their department. Federal prosecutors say they had no intention of doing that. They only wanted the guns to then be illegally sold. They say from 2015 to 2020, while Gonzalez was sheriff, he asked the ATF for 598 guns. They note before this, BCSO had phased out using fully automatic guns. They say from 2020 to 2021, Mora asked for 414 guns. A Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office spokesperson today says it's aware of the allegations and said this: Sheriff John Allen takes such allegations seriously. They say the department has been in communication with investigators. We called Manny Gonzalez but have not heard back. We reached out to the Laguna Pueblo Police Department, but no one had a comment for us. An Albuquerque gun dealer is facing charges in this case. His name is James Tafoya. Court documents indicate he owned gun shops at this location in southeast Albuquerque. This is south of Central. Everything looked closed when we were there today. Federal prosecutors say he worked with Gonzalez and Mora, and all their requests for guns involved him. He faces charges for illegally importing guns and making false statements. The documents show 6 counts. That would mean a maximum of 30 years in prison, according to a news release from federal prosecutors today. A news report from the nonprofit MarylandMatters.org shows Tafoya has already appeared in a Baltimore court, and a judge released him until trial. The feds charged a gun store owner in Maryland with actually having these fully automatic rifles and trying to sell them. But from what we were able to see, there is no evidence any of the guns made it to New Mexico. This federal indictment from the U.S. District Attorney's Office in Maryland was recently unsealed. Here are the many agencies there on your screen that are involved in this investigation. They include the U.S. Attorney's Office here in New Mexico and our state's Attorney General's office, too. This case includes alleged actions in 4 states. 3 top cops, either police chiefs or sheriffs, are facing charges, as are 3 licensed gun dealers. And Tessa, it is difficult to legally get a hold of fully automatic rifles. These machine guns is categorized by the ATF. This process that law enforcement is using, that these people allegedly took advantage of, is one of the few ways to do that. Yeah, a lot of questions as to what happened with those firearms after they were allegedly requested. Yeah. All right, we'll be following up on that. Tommy, thank you.